Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. What a joyous day. Well, as a Barca fan, you know what I'm saying? Watch part of the Madrid derby. ATLETICO Madrid went super crazy, man. I only got to like fully watch the second half, but I liked what I'm seeing, and I like what this means for us personally, but also for the league. But I'm not gonna lie, Madrid were looking kind of scary. Like this was, but I'm glad they folded because this was their very first like big test. Marseille was also their test, but you know how that went. You know, a little scandal. They gave a penalty. I think everyone agrees they shouldn't have gotten. But in La Liga, Atletico Madrid was really their first real test, and they crumbled, man. Absolutely crumbled. They were not aggressive in defensively. They weren't aggressive in the air, and like kind of their demeanor, like this is gonna sound bad, but like watching as a Barca fan, like Madrid fans, tell me if you agree, but like I feel like when Madrid players are going through it, when they're faced with hardship, if that first 5-minute burst of them attacking doesn't work out, they kind of slump their shoulders and kind of let things happen to them. And that's what I see in Madrid a lot. And I saw that last year as well. Like, kind of, they start doing silly mistakes just because they have lapses where, like, when things are not going their way, they're just, like, drop their shoulders and kind of, like, not fully give up. I wouldn't say that. But also, like, you can tell, like, their demeanor changes and they're not, like, putting that effort in that they really should be. Only certain players, like Valverde, are always giving 100%. But other players with a little bit of egos, they kind of step back and start walking on the pitch and start, doing silly mistakes just cause. You know what I'm saying? I think Madrid is still a very dangerous team. I also think El Clasico, people are talking already about how Barca are going to destroy them. I really still think it's not going to be that easy. Madrid still have a very strong team. But this does, like, peel the veil a little bit and, like, make me less worried and be like, you know what? These guys are beatable. Like, momentum is not in their favor anymore. And most importantly, tomorrow, I'm posting this today on Saturday, tomorrow on Sunday, we have a chance to go back to the top with a win against Real Sociedad. So very happy to see. I also did not talk about the Real Oviedo game with Barca. Since it's not even a video about that, but I just want to add like how much of a difference maker Frankie is. And we have a lot of injuries right now. Rafinha's out. Balde, I haven't heard anything from him. John Garcia is out for a very long time. Gavi is out basically for the rest of the year, unfortunately. That's my star boy. Hope he gets well soon. And Fermin Lopez is also out. That's five starters, honestly. Other than Fermin, but even him, he was about to start against over Olmo, because Olmo's been very inconsistent. So that's the situation we have right now. But I think the most important thing to me is I think the people we could not bear not having, in my personal opinion, is Cubarsí, Pedri, and Frenkie de Jong. And we saw how important Frenkie de Jong is in the Real Oviedo game. Casado is a great player. He's good. He's a good defensive anchor, but he does not set the tempo, and he cannot break down teams like Frenkie de Jong does. You know what I'm saying? Which makes Frenkie de Jong the most valuable player, and him and Pedri is one of our most important players. Thank goodness, thank God Almighty that Yamal is back. I'm very excited to see Yamal on the right wing and Rashford on the left. I think that's a very explosive dynamic that we can use. I think they'll play off each other very well. Also with Ferran Torres. The only thing is, we see now that Olmo and Ferran Torres are not a good duo. They just don't blend well together. So I think we need to start taking chances at the 10 position. Because right now I think Olmo it's a if we're really a meritocracy, even if Fermin's injured, Olmo should not start. Like, at least now. Because the last game he had a chance. And even though I understand that he plays better with a player like Lewandowski, so it's not on him. Like, it's just not his play. But if Fancy Flick still wants to start playing Ferran Torres, if he's planning on making him our main striker this year, because Lewandowski is 37, and I understand people are asking for Lewandowski, but like I understand that he's not playing. He's 37 years old. I think we should use him when we need to. You know what I'm saying? I think we can win teams without Lewandowski. I think we can win games without Lewandowski. So he's not a must-have for me to have in every single lineup. It depends on the team we're facing and then the profile that we need. He's very good at anchor. He's very good in the air. He's very good at hold-up play. So in those instances, we need him because Ferran Torres is not strong in those things. But anything else, Ferran Torres can do the job efficiently. So if we're planning on using Ferran Torres against Real Sociedad, I say take a chance with Tony Fernandez, man. Give the kid a chance. I think 10, he can play a good 10 or draw. But Tony Fernandez, I think, has the most potential. I think he can play that 10 position. He's been training with the team a very long time. He got a foot on him. He can strike the ball very well. He can play off Ferran Torres, I think, very well because he makes those runs as well. And I would be very excited to see him play. Hopefully it happens. I don't know. We will see. But we'll see what the lineup is. Very interesting because right now it's a free-for-all right now. Hansi Flick has picks to make. Some people are playing well. Some people aren't playing well. But we have different profiles in every single position, which is very valuable. So, like, depending on the game state and depending on the opponent we're facing, Hansi Flick has his pick of the litter to decide who's going to perform best in this situation, who's going to perform best against this opponent. And that's very valuable. And I think that's the difference between us and like, our rivals in La Liga. We just have those different profiles that can do the job differently. And also our mentality is just very, very good. We never give up. We always go for it. Like, even in our losses and our draws, Barca is going to go for it every single time. They're going to try to win every single time. And that's very good to have. That's very good mentality to have. And I think that's what makes it stand out. So, I'll see y'all after the game tomorrow on Sunday. We'll talk more about that. But I just want to get my thoughts on the Atletico Madrid derby. Atletico did very well. Julian Alvarez is a very special player. We knew that. And he's going to keep balling from... I don't want him at Barca, me personally. I understand the appeal, but I don't think he's... Not that he wouldn't fit here, but I just think if we're going to go all out for a striker, I don't think he's the one to go for. If he was cheaper, it made sense. But if he's like the same price as a player like Haaland or Isaac, I don't see the point in going all out for a striker when there's other players that can complement our team more, you know? So, especially as a replacement to Lewandowski. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate the following. I'm going to be more consistent with footy content. I'm also going to do other types of content, not just footy content. So, that'll be interesting. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching, supporting, enjoying, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll probably talk about the Real Sociedad game. Alright, Visca Barca, game's out.